Hello guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today we are doing a
Know Before You Go Disneyland Paris edition.
Yeah, but before we start, we just want to do a small little announcement. We now have a small shop, don't we?
Yeah.
And I'll leave the card annotation up there, and it'll be down there too. So what are we making on the shop?
Mickey Mouse straw toppers.
Yeah, so the resin straw toppers, and you've probably seen them on our Instagram and stuff, which we'll leave in the description, and I'll put a photo of them up on the screen. But yeah, we're doing them in a variety of colours, and we're really excited about doing them, aren't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, just thought we'd let you know, and we are running a discount on it at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, 10% off if you enter the code TOPPER10.
Yeah, which I'll leave on screen just in case you forgot. But yeah, we're really excited about getting to do these because they take a while to do, don't they? But they're quite they're cool. But yeah, back into the regular scheduled video. So the first part of the video, we're going to be talking about apps that you should download before you come to the parks, aren't we?
Yeah, so the first app that you need to download is the official Disneyland Paris app, and on there you'll get the maps of the parks and the surrounding areas of the hotels and stuff. You'll get to see all the rides that they have in each park. You'll be able to see all the restaurants and the menus as well, so you know if you're going to like the food before you plan to go there.
Yeah.
And they'll also have the number to ring up so you can book before you go as well. And you can see what entertainment's on and what season is going on.
Because they alternate different events and stuff that you can have whilst you're there. There's Pirates and Princesses, there's Marvel and Lion King and Jungle Book and everything, so it's always different, so it's always worth having the official app to sort of keep a track of that. The second app that you should download is the Line Bertie app. Now this is the sort of queuing system app that you use for various meet and greets, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're starting to do it with shows now. The occasional show here and there. I think you can do it with pin trading as well, I've noticed, on the Disneyland Park at least. But not all meet and greets will do it, so there's a handful that will do it. But obviously they're starting to push it more towards shows now, aren't they? But basically how it works is on the app you sort of sign in and everything, and it'll give once you try and apply for a ticket, because it'll go, it's not just for Disneyland Paris, it's France in general, so you'll have to be in Disneyland Paris for the locations pickup, and then at 9 o'clock a set amount of tickets get released, and then you'll apply for it, and it'll automatically think that you need 3, but you just obviously put 2. But obviously if you're trying to get more than one ticket from it,
2 phones.
Yeah, I use 2 phones because there's no set account really, and it when it says 2 people, it doesn't ask for the other person's name, so it just associates it as 2 separate people essentially. That's got a +1, so that's, if you want us to do a proper video on the Line Bertie app, let us know, because we can do, because we've used it enough to know what you need to do.
So the last app that we've got that you should download is the Magipark app. So it's an unofficial wait time for the rides, and you can set alerts for when rides go down and they come back up.
Yeah, I have no idea how this app works.
No.
I just know that it seems to be more accurate than the Disney official one, which is really weird. But obviously the useful part of it is that if you know that a ride's gone down because it's broken down or something, you can set an alert for it when it reopens and be one of the first to actually be there by the time it does. So that's mainly what we use it for, isn't it? It's just sort of notifications when rides go down.
It's just easier to see the ride times on there as well, because it's a list.
Yeah, it's a list, and rather than it
scrolling through the map.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. Next up is the weather. So Disneyland Paris can be, when it's cold,
freezing.
When it's hot,
hot.
yeah, there's no sort of in between. It's either like freezing cold and you need to be like 10 layers, or it can be like really hot and you need like as little as anything. So yeah, like definitely check when you're going and check like the weather, because it can be really unpredictable, can't it?
Yeah.
Like we went, was it
February?
Yeah, February, and we thought
Packed jumpers and everything, and it was boiling.
Yeah, so we're really unprepared. So definitely keep that in mind when you're booking a trip, and like when you're packing at least.
Yeah.
Because the weather can be all over the show, can't it?
Yeah. So next up is reservations.
Yeah, so a lot of people like to be organised in advance of going on holidays or any kind of Disney trips. So this one specifically is for you. So there is several ways that you can book dining reservations with Disney. So I'm just going to list off all of those for you.
So the first thing you can do is you can pre-book by calling up the number that'll be on the app.
Yeah.
To whichever restaurant you want to go to.
Yeah, and you can also visit City Hall if you want. If you're like in Disney and you think, oh, actually, I do want to do this kind of reservation. City Hall in the Disneyland Park itself. You just walk up and tell them that you'd like to make a reservation for whichever dining experience that you'd like, and they'll tell you if they've got space. They're usually quite accommodating, so they'll find you some space. It might not be on the day that you want, but it'll be whilst you're there, obviously. So and you can also book through the concierge at your hotel, so which is also, you know, really helpful, because it's like before you even enter the park. So like if you were checking in late at night, you could do your reservation then, and then go into the park the next day and know that it'll be there. Because we did that for your birthday, didn't we?
Yeah.
We booked a reservation at Billy Bob's in the Disney Village, because there was like I had pre-booked a birthday cake, but we didn't end up going to the reservation in the end because we just happened to.
Didn't really like the food.
Yeah, the food, like, it was very limited to what we could have the birthday cake for, so we just didn't end up going. So, but yeah, you can do it at the hotel concierge as well.
And you can also go into the restaurant that you want to book a table in and do it there as well.
Yeah.
So.
Next up, bring cash. I know this seems like a bit of a silly kind of tip, or but it, like a lot of people, like I prefer just using card. Like as soon as I get cash, I put it in the bank and just have it on my card, just because it's like easier and I don't have to carry around everything else. But we did find that to be an issue for myself when the card machines went all of them across the park, because obviously they're on one system. They all just went down, and we had to rely on your cash that you'd brought, didn't we? There is ATMs in like the Disney Village and in Disney themselves.
They had such big queues for that.
Yeah. So definitely bring some cash, even if it's just for
emergency.
Emergency, yeah, because you'll need it for tips, and you'll also need it for there's like some like carts, isn't there, that they don't have like card machines. They are starting to roll out more and more of these carts that have card machines, like the one that you can get the champagne at the end of the night from, that has a card machine. So it's just, but it's not all of them, so just bear that in mind, to just bring some cash just in case.
Our last tip is to work from the back of the park at the start of the day.
Yeah, so if you're an annual pass holder staying off site, or if you're a on-site guest staying in hotels, then you'll have access to extra magic hours, which basically means you get into the parks before anyone else, any day guests or anything like that, or anyone staying off-site that doesn't have an annual pass. So what that means is it'll be a quieter time, and it's only an hour. So if you are in the park earlier, make sure to head to the back of the park. So if you're in the Disneyland Park, try and do like straight through Fantasyland and do like Peter Pan first, like those kind of rides. I mean, I know they change each day of what lands are open, aren't they? There's usually a few that are closed, but try and go as far back of the park and like get all those rides out of the way first, because those are the ones that are going to get busier later on in the day. Because when day guests come in, they're going to either go to the bigger rides or they'll go from the front to the back of the park, which means at the end of the day those are what's going to be busier, but you're not going to have to worry about that because you'd have already done them, wouldn't you? So yeah, do it from the back to the front. I know it sounds a bit weird to do it that kind of way, but it means that you can have more rides.
Yeah, fit more in.
Yeah, and that's really what you want to do, isn't it, with your Disney day?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you just sort of, it's just going to be exactly how it was if you were a day guest, really. You really need to make the most of those like extra magic time. The only exception is in the Walt Disney Studios park, because there's not many things there anyway. Try and go towards Crush's Coaster, because that's what everyone will go to in the morning. They'll go straight to Crush's Coaster and it'll go straight up to like a 3-hour wait, but it doesn't.
No, if you get there as soon as the park opens, you can like walk on basically, can't you?
Yeah, and that ride is probably one of the busiest rides over both of the parks, I'd say. So yeah, really try and like go for that one first. But yeah, Disneyland Park, go to the back first and then work your way to the front, because you'll just get through rides quicker and you'll get more rides generally. More
for your money.
Exactly, and that's what you need when you're spending so much on these holidays. You need to get as much in as possible. Talking of spending a lot of money on Disney holidays, we made a video about that, didn't we?
We did.
Which we'll leave in the card annotation above and down below. And it's basically how we managed to book a 5-day, 4-night Disneyland Paris trip for just over £200 each, didn't we? So if you want to find out about that, click the link above and down below, because it's saved us a lot of money, and if it can save you a lot of money, then why not give it a go?
So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, because we're nearly at 1,000 followers, aren't we?
Yes, nearly at 1,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, subscribers.
And yeah, I mean, it's gone really quickly. Like, we weren't expecting so many people to want to watch us, but it's been amazing. So yeah, thank you for the support.
Also like and leave a comment on what tips you have, if you have any.
Yeah, because you might have different ones that we've not mentioned.
Yeah.
That other people may benefit from, so it's all about, you know, helping each other out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a magical day, and we'll see you in the next one.